Hello, as always, I'm Cosmic, and welcome back to the Astronomican, the Eternal Crusade show. First off, thank you to lead game designer Brent Ellison for watching the last show and getting back to me on some of the concerns that I had about the game. Now, if you remember last episode, I raised the concerns about the 1,000 player battles, the pacing of the battles. I was concerned about maps trying to funnel you to make people split up more. I was concerned, and I was definitely concerned about the overall feel of the game, making sure that it definitely feels like a Warhammer 40k and not just an MMO with a Warhammer 40k skin. He replied to me over Twitter, and he had this to say. He said, "You're right, I should actually say that 1,000 player battles are only a part of the overall battle pacing. Two giant sides smashing against each other all the time would get dull, but it's epic and fun from time to time, so expect to see it. Levels won't funnel anyone around. It's more like that there are multiple strategic objectives. A smart commander can get value out of sending a contingent to a nearby territory to capture or destroy supplies, since that will make taking the stronghold easier. It's a good excuse to redirect forces. In this manner, commanders moving armies around might result in battles taking places across a larger space. Finally, we're on the same page about the Warhammer 40k feel. It's the combat and controls team's job right now." So thank you for Brent for getting back to me on that. I still do have my concerns, and I don't think I have some concerns about the overall game that I don't think will be really relieved until maybe beta or full launch. I think that there's always going to be some concerns, and I think that I'm always going to be slightly skeptical about the game until it's actually in my hands and I'm playing it and I actually can experience the game and what it actually feels like. But it's definitely so good that the developers get back to the fans and get back to me. So first off, in quite a while, I actually have some news. So first off in the news is that Miguel Caron, who is the studio head of Behaviour Online, took to the forums to ask the fans and the community about bitcoins. Now, he had this to say. He said, "Dear Crusaders, most of you already know that the team and I strive for innovation. We just hate with the passion being a me too, and you can see this in all we do. In that light, I would like to know the percentage of you that currently own or plan to own bitcoins. Regards, Miguel." And there is a poll that you can enter to actually post a response to that. Currently, last time I checked, there was 4 votes for yes, I currently own bitcoins, and over 100 votes for no. So it's definitely, there's more people who don't own them than do. I assume that this comes in regards to the monetization of the game and whether they should put bitcoins in to the game store so you can pay for your in-game items via bitcoins. I personally don't think it's a good idea. The reason I say this is that bitcoins is still a very niche market. I don't think it's a very stable market. There's many people talking about whether it's good, whether it's bad. I'm not an economist, so I couldn't say. All I know is that it's a very small percentage of players that actually use bitcoins as a currency. And I think that if you want to put it in, that's fine, but don't take something out to put that in. I think that, sure, add it on, but if it's going to take away from a more legitimate way of payment like PayPal, then I would rather pay for my in-game items via PayPal, via credit card, via debit card, whatever, than bitcoins. Personal preference, there are people who use bitcoins, but I don't think that it's going to be a large percentage of the player base, so I don't think it really matters, and I don't think it's the way to go, but that's my opinion. So next up in the news is that the associate producer of the Eternal Crusade, Matthew, actually took to the forums to write the following. He said, "Dear Crusaders, the Warhammer 40,000 Eternal Crusade team wants to create a database of all the existing guilds or groups in development to get ready for the descent on Arcona. We need you to post here with the details all about it, website, chosen faction, sub-faction, number of members, etc, etc. The community is growing fast and we wish to support all of you in your effort to gather more Crusaders. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to communicate directly with us. Thanks very much." So if you do have a guild, or you planning on a guild, or you have a website, anything like that where you have a community of players, go post it there for them to read, and they will give you all the support that they can. Next up in the news is actually I want to give a shout out to the guild Vigila Mortis and their chapter master, who is Valrak. I want to say that they've done a fantastic job with their new dev tracker. They've created their own dev tracker as the forum didn't really have a good one. So well done to them. That is a fantastic resource for people to use. So definitely go check out with the link that's on the screen now. And go sign up and see if Vigila Mortis is something that interests you. Getting involved. I know they're a good group of guys, and they have, you know, they're very committed to the Eternal Crusade. They're a good group of people. I listen to their podcasts. So if you're interested in going to have a look, go make sure you go check out their site, which is battlebrothers.net. And see what they've got available. And finally, something just for Miguel. He wanted me to show him how to do the Achilles salute. And basically, some people say you're supposed to do it like you're supposed to go and cross your thumbs like that. But I actually can't do it because I have little girl hands. So I actually just do it. I would just suggest doing it like that. And moving your thumbs like that so that you have the two eagles' heads, and then you would kind of go like that and place it roughly in the middle of your chest, and then you would do the bow. But that's essentially how you do the salute. So thank you so much for watching. Do like, subscribe, leave a comment. Just to let you know, the Astronomican will be taking a short hiatus for around 2 weeks because I'm going on holiday to the States. So there will be content on the channel. There will be a Warhammer 40k Storm of Vengeance review coming up. So make sure you keep your eye out for that, and I will see you next time.